Alright, and welcome back. Let's continue with this cover with a rifle functionality. And in the last video I left you off kind of frustrated because I see a lot of problem with this, and I think what we are going to do, I'm going to keep to that plan and disable some stuff here until I find a better way to do it. So first of all, I just want to finish up with the right, because this kind of threw me off. So I want to make the right cover state, cover idle right rifle, and want to check this one. What did we say here? So if the movement direction is greater than 0, can copy that one. And plug that in, and the transition back is saying if it's greater than, so this one was saying less than, and this one is going to say greater than. And the blend space is going to be something similar to this one. Can I duplicate this one? Yep, I can. Gonna call this cover right rifle BS. And since we're going in the negative way, then this will be minus 100 to 0. So apply changes, and then we want to take the cover idle rifle and put that at 0, and then we had something with cover rifle and right, this green thing, and plug that in. So it looks okay, I think. So we just need to plug that in here. So underscore BS and find the cover right here and plug in the movement direction. So let's test this out. That's the easy part, I believe. So go into cover, and we can move one way, and we can, what? What was up with that? I picked the wrong animation, I think. Or did I? No. Maybe I picked the wrong in the, yeah, I picked the wrong blend space. Damn it. Right rifle. There we go. It's kind of easy to miss that. And it's also getting late. Okay, so walk one direction and walk the other direction. And I think he is walking really, really slow. Okay, I just want to change that also. We have that inside the movement. We have that inside the forward movement. Handle forward movement. That's why we call set max walk speed now. And we do that based on some logic in here. So if we are in this or this, we will always end up setting it to 100. So 100 is suitable for hanging braced state. I don't really think this is good for the cover state. So if we are in, actually we want to make something here, range, and we want to say if we are, let's take this one. I can't really figure out how to do this the best. So if we are in cover, then we want to set speed to maybe 150, and so we can disconnect this one. Okay, sorry, I'm just making a mess now. Connect this one and this one. See. So now we're saying, are we in cover? If we are in cover, then we will set the speed to 150, and if we are not in cover, then we will check if we are in a hanging braced state. And if we are that, then we will set it to 100, and if not, then we will check if we have the rest here down here. That should be okay, I think. So might also want to change, because now I actually first of all, let's see if the animation looks okay. So now he's walking a little bit faster, still quite slow, and I don't think we have that much sliding of the feet. Oh fuck. This is looking a little bit better, I think. Not perfect. Oh Jesus, there's a lot of stuff here not working. And in here we have the climbing still working. Kind of. What was up with that? Oh, it's because we don't disallow getting the gun out. Okay, I need to fix that also. Anyway, what I want to take a look at now is to make sure that the head, when we are in this mode here, that it doesn't rotate at all. And I also want to disable that aim space for now. But that means that when we move like this, he cannot aim. But kind of think that makes pretty good sense, because you would only be in cover if you were hiding from someone kind of on the other side here. So you wouldn't be in a hiding situation and then hide from somebody here and want to shoot something out here. I don't think I can come up with any situation where that would make sense. Unless you're walking on a ledge, maybe. That could actually be a situation. So anyway, I'll stick to the plan, and I will disable the aim space for now, and because I think I need to come up with a different kind of aim space for this, in case I want to make this so that he can stay in here and shoot out, and we can control the direction, because right now we can't control the direction of the gun either. So let's see, inside the event graph we have the stuff with the head rotation, and let's see, the head rotation is here, and we don't have anything about weapon, do we? Well, actually, let's go to the animation graph and take a look at shit, I have so much stuff open. Okay, let's close all this and whoops, open the event graph and the anim graph. So we have the aim set here, and we have the head rotation here. Oh, we have if we have a weapon equipped, actually we can just try and set these two to 0, because that will make the head not move when we have the gun out. So now when we have the gun out, we only have the aim space driving this this animation. So this is only animation. And since we are kind of already having the characters locked down, so we cannot move to this from side to side like we can when we don't have a gun. Can do this nice body turning right now. Then let's just go with that. And so when we come into cover here, his head is still moving. No, that's because it's probably because of the blend space. Okay, so let's try out a few things. I will go to the beginning here. We have a blend space aim offset. I keep calling it blend space, sorry. We have an aim offset, which is being driven by the aim pitch. And that's something I think I picked up from one of the Epic videos. So this one is just this aim space originally, what I started out with. Actually, one of the very first videos I made, because I had a problem with keeping the gun on the hand on the gun, as you can see. So the situation is actually I want to drive this by two different aim offsets, and we can use this cache. So we can create a cache pose, new save cache pose, like this, and let's call this the locomotion cache. Do we have one already? No. I called these the default. That's great. Okay. So we can make let's see, if we have a weapon equipped, so we can use this, we have the weapon, what was it called, weapon info, get equipped weapon info, because we can split this one, and then we have this weapon type, and then we can under blends we can blend poses, and I wonder why it doesn't show up. Blend pose. I would kind of expected it to poses, weapon type, this one. This is what I want, this one. Okay, so if you right click this one, you can say add pin for element, say ranged rifle, and then that gives us a default pose, and the default pose is going to be the locomotion cache pose. So let's put this one out a little bit, and what? Not that one. Not use locomotion cache. That's the way to do it. So plug that one in there. Can we maybe put that one up and this one down? So if we have a ranged rifle pose, then we will want to use this one, that pose. So that's just reconnecting the original aim offset, and then we want to, as a base pose, again use the locomotion cache. I need to move this again, so that kind of is the same as dragging out from this one, but because we can't have them several places, you probably know that stuff. And then let's see, we have we know if we are in cover mode by looking at the movement state, so we can do something similar here afterwards. Get the movement state and make a blend. Poses movement. You can type movement state. That's way easier. Okay. And you can right click and say, so if we are in standing cover mode for now, let's just take this one. And I guess this one goes all the way, this continues all the way through there. So we just connect this one up. And the default pose would probably be the locomotion cache, I guess. And is standing in cover. So let's see. Oh yeah, if we are in standing cover, of course, then we want to disable this. So in that case, we want to blend from the locomotion cache to the locomotion cache. That means it will not take any aim space at all. But if it does, and that is, we know if we not climbing, I think. Yeah, and because that means in all the other states, then we want to use this aim offset. And that should probably work. Let's try that out. Get the gun out and get in here. So now he doesn't freak out, but he doesn't have any motion at all now anymore. Kind of a bummer, but that's the trade-off to get this. And I will probably revisit this on a later stage when I had time to think this through. One final thing. Oh, we cannot get back. We cannot get back from that state. Okay. Two things I want to leave off with is to quickly fix the locomotion, because we cannot get back. So we have a state back is not in standing cover. So we want it from this one back to the idle. Have a similar one. What did I press? Control B, I think. Okay. So that should be this one. So we have these now in place, and we these are the cover states. So we're not gonna worry about them until I have figured out how to handle this. What was the last thing I wanted to do? There's a lot of okay, search. Anyway, there was one thing more I wanted to mention before I left. Oh yeah, I know. When we go into cover, I just remembered, if we take a look at this animation, you see there's a lot of pause from here, where he is actually already in cover, and then he's kind of like wobbling around a little bit. So I kind of want to take this and shorten it down. So remove everything from like something like this. It's just gonna make it a little bit faster, and maybe change the speed also to 1.3. So that's just a little something. And then let's take this one out. Taking cover, rifle, this one, and then plug it in again. and just make sure that we have the event correctly. So kind of something like here, and see if that looks a little bit better. I think that's a little bit better. What? So it is just getting into the position a little bit faster, and then there's not this pause in between. So if we it kind of corresponds to this one, so that if we get in cover, we can move immediately. Otherwise, we would have to wait until the animation was done playing. So there's a lot of stuff to work on still, but I think this is a good time to take a break. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next. Bye.